And thanks for joining us. First at 10 tonight, the Memphis Grizzlies' winning ways are about to give the Bluff City the kind of free national exposure you cannot put a price on, which is why last weekend's deadly shooting on Beale Street, in between Grizzlies games no less, is top of mind tonight. Rebecca Butcher is live on Beale Street, where she sat down with downtown's biggest booster about what's being done to keep Beale Street safe. Rebecca.
Yeah, well, Richard, the family of Taquan Smith, that man, that father of 5 who died, shot and killed just this past weekend on Beale Street, which is behind me. That question is management, is security really doing enough to keep visitors as well as residents who go on Beale just to have fun safe, especially during a season when a lot of fans are going on a Beale to let loose after leaving the Forum. Beale Street. It's one of the most visited places in the country, but it's had its fair share of issues. The Downtown Memphis Commission says they are implementing more security measures, but is it enough?
The incident that took place last week was something that, was brazen. MPD was right there, so those were individuals that just didn't really care about law enforcement being present.
Downtown Memphis Commission President Paul Young is speaking of the shooting last weekend on Beale Street in front of the Green Room that left 1 man dead and 2 others injured. Memphis police say 2 groups started shooting at one another. An officer, though uninjured, caught in the crossfire.
We weekly evaluate to determine the likelihood of increased crowd size, which obviously increases the likelihood of a stampede or other negative activity taking place.
Beyond extended wanding until 3 a.m. and a $5 security fee this weekend, in the future, Young says,
we're also exploring how to increase lighting on Beale Street. Sometimes, if you can increase the lighting, you can reduce the likelihood of negative activity.
I also asked Young about a tactic used by criminals.
Do you guys know how people maybe are getting weapons on Beale?
We know in previous years there were spaces that, you could pass things through gates. We've updated gates around Handy Park, so that's no longer possible. We obviously make sure that we look for any weak points, and we make sure that we place security in those locations to prevent people from being able to get those things onto the street.
Young says in the past year he's been with the DMC, they have not been seeing much of weapons being snuck onto Beale. I spoke with a longtime Beale Street bar worker who wants to remain unnamed. He says 4 years ago, cameras identified a woman who shot another near Beale Street. The gun she used was stashed in bushes at Handy Park. And that Beale Street bar worker I mentioned, he tells me what folks used to do is just slip weapons through bars of gates like this one. And the Downtown Memphis Commission tells us that they put up these fences. They're 8 feet high to prevent people from not only climbing over them, but also getting weapons through the bars and onto Beale. Young also adds security in the past is similar to security now.
There are certainly cameras on Beale Street. Those cameras are connected to MPD, so they have the ability to look back at that footage. We certainly have been talking about how we can increase camera coverage.
Yeah, and Young with the Downtown Memphis Commission also says that they do routine daily visual sweeps to help ensure everyone's safety. For now, live in downtown Memphis, I'm Rebecca Butcher.